Hello and welcome to another update video on ADA. Yeah, we want to take a look at the shorter time frame, and so far there is no change to the overall scenario. A few days ago we saw that the market had formed this 5-wave move up from the June low. That indicated the market is motivated to go higher. Obviously, there's always an invalidation point, which is the June low, but the 5-wave move up is and was a first promising signal that we want to go higher after a corrective pullback in wave 2, which formed yesterday. And now we seem to be moving higher in a third wave. I did post that also on X, that the expected fifth wave has already formed. That was 1 or 2 days ago. That this is our first formal confirmation that the Thursday low from last week was probably a meaningful one. Yeah, further upside ahead. And that's what we see right now. If you want to get additional updates like these, make sure to follow us on X as well. The link is in the description. There are additional setups, short-term updates, and much more. Not as many as in our gold membership, but you are still informed in addition to the you kept informed in addition to the videos on YouTube. Again, those setups that we've been discussing in our live streams, but also on YouTube, on X, they continue to play out right now. While ADA's chart is a bit messy, it's also following the overall scenario and idea that the Thursday low was a meaningful one. At the moment, the price is attacking this resistance level. We already tried a break above it yesterday. No, actually overnight. Yeah, it attempted here a break to the upside, but well, it's kind of failed locally, and then get a bit of a setback there. But we're trying again. Okay, we're trying again, and today there seems to be some momentum in the altcoin sector. Please note, altcoins can break at any point, right? But for now, we have some momentum, and I'm very curious to see if we get some larger movements that confirm this further. But for now, the idea is still that, yeah, the Thursday low was a meaningful one. Obviously, there is always a risk level, and the nearest key level that really needs to hold now to keep the upside pressure alive is marked by the red line on the chart at 65.7 cents. Why? Because this is the level that would mark the completion of an internal wave 2. I mean, we might move it a little further away. Maybe this is the more meaningful low here at 65.2 cents, just because it's the previous swing low, a bit more meaningful. But this is actually from an Elliott wave point of view, technically, it's here this 65.7 cent level. But I guess that doesn't make a great difference. But overall, as long as this level is holding, the pressure is up. And a third wave should reach the 138% extension. That's at 74.7 cents. Well, or higher. You know, this is not a maximum. This is the first ideal target. So let's see if we get there. Then when we get to this 138% extension, if we get there, then I will add support for wave 4. And then one more high would give us the next larger degree 5-wave pattern. If we get these 5 waves, I can again add support for the wave 2 pullback that should come next, because when we get these 5 waves up, we can label that again a wave 1, yeah, because that's the next larger degree 5-wave move. And then we would be watching for a wave 2 pullback, just like here. We also had a higher low in a wave 2, right? So it's always that sequence of 5 waves into the trend direction. A 3-wave pullback notably can be shallow when the market is bullish, which I try to make everybody aware of. And then the third wave should come next, which is typically quite aggressive, which is what we see right now. There are some charts that move even more aggressively right now. But yeah, that should be a third wave, then a fourth and a fifth, and we have the larger degree 5-wave move. Then again, it's the same routine again. 5 waves get corrected, ideally a higher low. Again, when the market is very bullish, it's rather just a shallow pullback, and then we go. So that's how we're tracking this. To keep this, as I said, to keep this assumption alive, this working assumption, the price needs to hold above 65.2 cents. The broader picture, bigger picture, larger time frame outlook remains unchanged. I'm not going to get into this today. I encourage you to check yesterday's video. It was an 8-9 minute video on ADA yesterday, during which I covered the daily chart as well. That's the update on ADA. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.